So now anyone can accept a recording there. Okay, let me introduce my team. Others might be coming on our website, the one link that I gave you. I've got
Okay.
here Mandisa, and then I've got Dillon. Right,
Okay.
on the high schools, the lady is the one from next week, this coming week. She'll be visiting schools, assessing the school girls, those that passed or those that dropped out, those that did very well. We'll see if we can also pay their school fees or part of their school fees. And
Okay.
then Dillon is an IT graduate. One of the tasks that I have requested Dillon and Billy is not yet he has not yet joined. There is therefore I want them to do two things. Number one, make sure that uh, they can support it technically and they can assemble it. They know how it is. Then they can update content for the schools. Then once our grounds are here, we must release videos and then send them to you. If there is anything else, whether it's here in South Africa, Congo, or DRC, unfortunately, these other countries are not English speaking. So we'll
Yeah.
have to engage a translator because I want us to develop some local content apps for offline usage by schools.
Okay.
For example, schools in farms in rural areas won't have data, but they can use their phones in the classroom for misconduct, for marking the register. And then when they come to the Lokole, Box Lokole, because now they connect onto the Wi-Fi, it must automatically sync. It will detect now that now the Wi-Fi is available. Then it will automatically sync and then move the register from the phone or tablet to the server, which is on Box Lokole. Those are
Okay.
type of apps. They are offline apps, but which can bring efficiency in farms, in rural areas,
Yeah.
countryside, churches. Those are our target markets. In the cities, we have got high dense cities, which are far from the services like cellular
Yes.
services. Also, they can also benefit from them. That is
Yes.
how we have been discussing it.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can carry on. Thanks
All
a lot.
right. Thank you so much. So today, as I proposed and I planned to show you how Box Lokole works. Of
Yes.
course, we're gonna have other sessions in the coming days or weeks, but at least we can start today.
Yes.
Um, what we have, Box Lokole numérique. I think you can see it.
Wow. So
Yeah,
ours are ready now. The four box for us are ready.
yeah. Yours are ready. In fact,
Wow.
one is ready.
Okay.
That I'm gonna turn on one of you is ready. So if you when you see it, and then I'm gonna multiply the other four in within this week. I'm gonna have
Okay.
all the four ready. So
Awesome.
I have one already. I'm turning. This one is not yours, but yours is
Okay.
it's on. I turned it on. It is there. So
Awesome.
what happened is like this the box locale, and it has the Ethernet connection RG45, and it has the
Okay.
four USB plugs to connect whatever you want to connect there, the external driver or the
Mhm.
USB stick, anything that you have in a USB stick, videos, anything you can plug it in. You people can access it through its Wi-Fi.
Good.
So behind here, there's not much. And on the side here, there are plugs. You can to charge the Box Lokole. You can charge it here or here, depends with a C plug or with mini USB. And it comes with a power adapter.
Awesome. Dylan, you are taking notes, ne? But I'm recording also, ne? Please, guys, ask questions when you have got questions.
Okay. Yes, you can stop me when you get the question. So it comes with power adapters, and this is the power adapter that comes with it. And if you plug, you can plug it. This is a C power adapter, or you can find a local. If you want a local power adapter, you can buy any power adapter like 5 that has 3 amp, 5 volts, 3 amps. It is
Right.
good.
On the power,
Yeah,
power adapter. Let's write the specs.
yeah.
So the output is 12 volts.
No, the output is 5 volts.
Right. Yes, we
Very
have 5
much like
volts. And then how many amps? 2
3,
amps, 3
3
amps.
amp.
What about
3
the 2 amp?
amp. 2 amp would work, but with the charger inside, it's best to do 3 amp. So 3 amp is the best. 3 amp and up.
Why I'm asking is because the laptops that I have for the high schools, they are having 2 amps. It's 5 volts, 2 amps.
So this one needs 3 amp because it has an internal battery. It needs to be charged. So 3 amp is better.
And then the input AC voltage is what?
From 110 to 220.
110. Or it's a standard one.
Yes, standard. Yeah.
Like South Africa, it will work. Alternating AC.
Yeah.
And then the other one is the DC.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that is the power. And then to like this one, the battery is already charged. To turn it on, you have here at the back, there is a very tiny knob.
Okay.
There's
I
a
say
very
that
tiny knob here. When you press it, if you press it,
yes. Oh, then it turns on.
Yeah, it comes on.
Wow.
This one is showing the battery charge. So the battery charge, when the battery is finishing, all those LEDs and they go down, like they go off. And then you see here when it's turned on, you see there's two. When also you're charging it, it shows it here on this how much you're charging until it's full. Yeah. And then if you turn it off, it comes out. You turn it twice. You press twice.
To turn it off,
And
you
then
press.
it's off. Yes. To turn on, you press once. And then to turn off, you press twice.
Once. And then turn off.
And then when you turn it on, what happens? It creates a Wi-Fi. And I will show you on my computer now. And I think you can see my other computer, my screen, the screen of my computer now.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe
So
you can share. All right. Can you share your screen that has got a camera so that is bigger on our side?
Okay. So then I have to switch. Then I have to do
No, don't worry. Don't
on
switch.
my
Carry on
computer.
like that then.
Yeah, because I'm using a cell phone. Is it okay? Can I
No, it's
switch?
okay. No, it's fine like
Okay.
that.
Yeah. So this is my computer, and then now um, I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to access my computer here. So what happened uh, when you turn when you turn the Box Lokole on, it creates a Wi-Fi, and then now I'm gonna check the Wi-Fi here. Yeah, I'm checking the Wi-Fi list. I think you can see the Wi-Fi list down there.
Okay, yes, we see the list. Can
Yeah,
see
so
that.
that's a list. And then because there are many neighbors around me here, so they
Yes.
have Wi-Fi, so I can see their Wi-Fi here. But
Mm.
there is also a Wi-Fi here. You see this one is called Lokole 1. That is your box now. It's turned on. It shows
Okay.
Lokole 1. That's the Wi-Fi that I have from the Box Lokole. So now if I click it to connect, and it says connect, and it asked me for a password.
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna have the password. So now it is just change me.
Okay.
I put
No,
in the
that's fine.
password, and it says you want to connect. I say yes, and it's checking like normal Wi-Fi. So this Wi-Fi, it's coming from the Box
Yeah.
Lokole. So I'm not on the internet right now, so I am connecting to the Box Lokole.
Awesome.
Mm. Okay. Once
It's
it
connected
says, you
now.
can see it says connected. And then once it's connected, now I come back here. Depends on the browser you have. Here I have the Edge browser. I have a Google Drive. So if I click on the Google, like Google Chrome, sorry,
Yeah.
not Drive,
From
Google Chrome,
yeah.
and with a Google Chrome, and then I type in the IP address that is coming from the Box Lokole.
Where do we get that IP address? It will be on top of the box locally.
Yes, it will be on top of the Box Lokole.
All right.
Or you can also type, when you connect to the Box Lokole, it also brings out, you can type in even box, the name box dot LAN. Box LAN, like a local area network. Box dot LAN. And then
Is
if you
it
type that one,
LI or is LA?
L,
Area
sorry, LA.
LAN LAN. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I'm mixing up French here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Box dot LAN and then
Box dot L LAN. Like you start with normal HTTP
yes.
double point column slash slash HTTP column slash slash box dot LAN.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah. Let me try that one. There is also an IP address, but you can also do that one. Okay, let's try
Yes.
the box. Okay, let's try HTTP column box dot lin
Site cannot be. Try the IP address.
Okay, let's try the IP address. So 110.10.1. Yeah,
The
with
what
yeah,
what
with the IP address,
you use?
it works. Okay. Let me do this. Okay. Let me go back to the browser again and let me type the IP address 10.0.0.130. 130. Yeah, there you go. So it comes out, it shows you the front page of the Box Lokole numeric. So this is the front page, and this is exactly the box that I am going to send to you. So what I did,
Awesome.
I put up the um, the default school material.
Okay.
But you're gonna add up the things that you want to add. I will show you how you're gonna add up the things. Or some, if you want me to do some of the things from here, to add some of the things from here, I can still do it. We can still do it together. But this is the default that I put into the box locally that I'm going to send to you.
Awesome.
So the default is, if you look at the list, when you open, this is the browser. Like I said, you turn the locale on, it creates a Wi-Fi. And then you
Mm.
connect to the Wi-Fi. Once you connect to the Wi-Fi, you open your browser. It can be the Google Chrome, it can be Edge, it can be Safari. For those who have cell phone, it can be Safari or other browsers. Some of the browsers are called Internet. So when you open it with your iPad or cell phone or anything, you open the browser. Once you connect, you have first to connect to the local Wi-Fi, and then you open your browser, and then you type in the IP address, or you type in http box.lan. It shows you this front page.
Yes,
And
homepage. Yeah. Good.
yeah, so this front page is coming from Box Lokole Numeric. And now the material I have there, these are all the material I have. I have Wikipedia. I have the project Gutenberg. It's a library project in English. I have Khan Academy Lite, and it's their courses: math, science, art, and all these things. And then I have Calibre Web. It's um, you can download books. For example, if you connect to the internet, you can download books inside the Box Lokole, so that people who don't have internet, they can, you take it where there's no internet, people can still see the books. And there's a world map. You can check the map. And there are some other things like scale, like Nextcloud. Nextcloud, it is a system, it is a software that puts your data at your fingers under your control. You can store documents, you can store calendars, you can store photos in the Next data. There is insert USB. Insert USB. Let me put it closer. So insert USB here. You can, when you insert USB, you click here to open to see what is in the USB that you inserted in a box
That we
locally.
inserted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once you click here, you will see. Um,
Yes.
and there is locale email. Locale email, that is the local email. It is locale email, but it is a local email.
Yeah, local email.
Yes, everybody is connected to the network, can send email to each other. So, but if you connect locally, you have, for example, a Wi-Fi box. You know that cell phone companies sells small Wi-Fi internet box, like like a modem, like Vodacom has a modem. So if you take that modem, you buy that modem, and then you plug it into locally, all people can send email around the world with this email system. And then it costs less because one person one person will pay maybe $1.50 to send his email. But when you put Box Locally for $1, if you pay data, you want to use Locally to send email everywhere in the world. So you buy that small modem from Vodacom, you plug into Locally. So Lokole Box will not use that data for all the information it has inside. All the information will be used locally. They won't be using data. But if Lokole sees an email that is going anywhere in the world, if you connect the modem from Vodacom, it will send that email. But it will be cheaper because it will $1 of data will send hundreds of emails to many people. 100 people can send.
Can I ask a question concerning that local email? And
Yes.
is it not a security risk? How do you handle security there? Because look, the local one is not HTTPS. HTTPS. It's not using the secure SSL certificate. So it means locally they are going to see each other's emails. If somebody sniffs, then it's not gonna be safe.
No, the 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 email in the local, people cannot see each other. Even the administrator will not see the email for people, because what happens with this email system, each one will create his own email. When you create your own email, um, for example, you lose your password. When you lose, you're gonna have a password that nobody will know the password, even the administrator of the box. So if you lose your email, the administrator of the box will not know your password. He will send you um, uh, the system. The administrator will send you a code. He can send you a code and you're gonna see that code, and then you can recreate your own your password. So nobody will see each other emails unless they steal your password from yourself. You tell them the password. So it is secure within the local community, and it is also secure outside because the um, the email goes through Microsoft system. It goes through the Microsoft. We have a server that deals with all the email. It goes through clouds to Microsoft, and then from Microsoft it's dispatched. And that's why it is cheaper because Microsoft pays for the cloud space. It pays for us, for me. So it's as a gift from Microsoft for creating this project.
Uh, from this part here, let's say I open my email client and
Yes.
I am sending something private. Uh, since it doesn't have the HTTPS, this browser here, it's using HTTP.
Yes.
How does it encrypt that data? Because that's not possible from a browser.
Okay. Yeah. Like that is a security matter. I'm not very strong in the security thing, but I will share with a group and our group here of software, and then I'll ask them that question so that I can give you a clear answer.
And the other thing is, if we are in an environment where there is no internet, uh, which means when they send an email, it will come and be stored locally on that box, and
Yes.
for that box to connect to internet. Let's say they will connect to internet after 3 weeks. So it means there will be that delay in the delivery of the email. Let's say someone in a, I'll give you an example of my areas, KZN, that side.
Yes.
Let's say that high school there, the local graduates or who didn't go to high school, they come to the school to apply for jobs. So when they go there and apply for jobs, they are applying and the jobs have got a what? A deadline. But now, if the Box Lokole has got no internet for 3 weeks, then it means those emails are going to be out of date by the time they arrive.
Yes. You are correct. In fact, the main purpose of the local email, the main purpose is it's for local use. But if people they feel like they want to use it, um, they want to connect to use it for the whole world, then of course there is no internet, there is a delay. But we made it mainly for helping local community. For example, teachers communicating with the students, teachers putting up maybe um, homework. He can send homework to everybody, all the students within the school, and then the teacher is busy. He has a meeting, and the students can go into their emails locally, and then they can take the documents and do their homework. So things like that. It is mainly for local communication. In need of international communication, then they need internet. And if there is no internet, then there is a problem. So we just created it for helping local communities when people they don't have that local kind of a system communications. Because
All right.
if they use
Uh,
yeah, go
I
ahead.
think for remote, because our target is the majority of remote schools and people who have got no access to internet. It will
Okay.
be a good model for teaching learners how to create emails, how to use
Mhm.
inbox, outbox within a local environment, how to have a password, reset your password, so that when they get to town here, it's not something new they start learning.
Oh, you get my point. That is correct.
Yes,
That is correct. Instead of letting them to wait until they go to town where there's an internet, they begin to learn from there. So that'll be delayed. That'll be late for them. It's good when they are learning in an environment when there is no internet. It is good for them to start learning those little simple things. And then when they get to a place where there's internet, they will not be intimidated. That is
yes,
correct. Exactly. That's the idea. Mm,
awesome.
mm. Yeah, that's the idea. So, and then we have many things. We have WordPress,
Okay.
WordPress, and so those are the little things that I put on internet, the box. And now, if you look on Wikipedia, uh, if you click on Wikipedia, it's gonna open up a page. Yeah, it opens up a page. It says, "Welcome to Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia." It has 6,713,927 articles. 6 million articles. They are right inside here. So if you type in maybe let's type Johannesburg, Johannesburg. I don't know if maybe it's not correct the way I wrote it. Johannesburg.
As you
Well,
are searching there, I am thinking, that email can still work. For example, if we provide the school with a router,
uh-huh.
and then that router has a SIM card and has data, we can afford, like I can afford, to pay data for the school, give the school maybe 50 gig every month. And then let's say they go to a library. In the library, there we have got tablets or computers, desktop computers that are connected there. And then I want to know on the email side, I've got this computer that I'm having here. That
Mm.
computer, if this box locale has internet, it will share. Can it hotspot that internet to the computer?
Yes. Let's say like I use it most of the time here. I have my router at home, and then I take Box Lokole and then plug it into my router, and then it becomes part of the local area network for my house. As you know, the router will give the local an IP address. Like anything is connected to the router will get an IP address. So that IP address, if anybody types it here, it will, like in a school environment, yes, everybody will be connected through that router with the IP address that the router will give to locally. And if you tap that IP address, you'll be connected. And
To
if you're
internet.
connected to that way, and you said if that router is connected to the internet, then yeah, the email will go to the internet
Yes, but
everywhere.
now it means even the computers that will be connected to the box locale via a local aerial network lane, it means they will also have internet. What is the speed of the internet with this Box Lokole? Is it a 3G? Is it a 4G? Is it an LTE?
It is a 4G.
Wow. I think then that would be okay.
Yeah,
That
it's
would be
4G.
fine. It's a
Mm,
4G
mm.
network and
Yes.
internet.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Mm.
I think then it means that library where there are computers, then they will have internet. Once they have got internet, then they don't need to use the local Box Lokole. They can just open the browser and then it has internet. Then they can use it like a router, which is okay. But the
Yes.
day there is no data, you get my point. There is no data. Then
Yeah.
they can then use the local for the most common task they are using. Because doesn't
Yes.
mean they will always have data.
Yes, yes. They can use in combination with local air, and if they really want to go into internet, they use their router. And then if they want to save their internet, use the things which is in local air, then they can use local air. So yeah, they can do that combination. I do
Right.
it all the time
Let's
here when
talk
I do my
internet
tests.
connectivity. The internet connectivity of Box Lokole, it's using what? A normal cellular communication SIM card. Like here we have Vodacom, we have MTN, we have Cell C, we have Telcom. If I buy a Vodacom in far countryside, there is a reception, but very weak one. MTN also there is a reception, but very weak because we have experienced problems when we are phoning using a WhatsApp. Most of them there is no internet connectivity. It's extremely poor. So which means to a larger extent they are going to use it for local automation and consumption. And then every maybe week or so, somebody who goes to town can carry a USB to update and then can come back and update it manually so that at least some of the content is up to date.
Um, the so the person who let's say um depends on what content that you're trying. Like for example, if you want to update contents like Wikipedia, so Wikipedia, they don't create it every month. They don't change it every month. Once they create it, it stays there. Even the one which is on the internet, they don't update it every month. Once they create, it's for a year
Okay.
before they like if you have a Wikipedia today with you download Wikipedia today with Box Lokole, it will be the same as a Wikipedia on the internet for the whole year until Wikipedia do some more upgrades again or updates. So most of the main courses or applications, they don't do update every week. So they are good for a year. For instance, if you had to put school material for South Africa, like school program, you put it into locally, it will be good for the year, for the whole school year, if they had that data. So you put it into local, it's really good for. So the only thing I see that is that needed every week, if they had like internet or no, if they had email, that's they needed to go right away. So that's where the problem is. But for anything, any application, depends what application that you have. Once you put it, it will stay there until there is a new upgrade.
All right. Thanks. Next question is the Wi-Fi range. What is the range of the Wi-Fi for Box Lokole?
The range is it's a normal range for any Wi-Fi. It's like they say 25 meters, like 25 meters, because it is made for a room, for a classroom. But it can go. The one that I have in Kinshasa, it can go. I was asking them to test it to go further. It can go um, about 50 meters.
All right. Let's take typically, because our first target, we've got 4 schools.
Okay.
And good enough, our 4 schools, some have got no problem. One has got, 2 have got no problem with internet and data. So those ones
Okay.
won't, but we will want them to experiment with it so that
Uh,
we improve on it. Then the
yes.
other ones don't have even a lab, they don't have even internet or data. It's close
Mm.
to me. And also, I have the same one in Northwest. It is like that. But now, let's have a discussion on a normal school. If one moves from one corner of a school to the next corner of a school, only considering the classroom situation, how many meters are we roughly looking at? Are we looking at 200, 300, 500 meters? It's a 500-meter radius.
Yeah. So 500 meters.
Yeah, 500-meter radius.
Mm.
That will encompass all blocks around, or kilometer is too low, is too big, no? Maybe 500 or 800 meters. Now, why I'm asking here is, can we use Wi-Fi extender? I've got one here,
Uh-huh.
but if it's 25, it's too small again. Because look, the school administration will need to have access to it if they are using it as a register for
Mm.
latecomers, and then the principal on the side will also want from his or her computer to check and see some items done there. So on the other side, for let's say 800 meters or 700 on the last block, you've got departmental heads. They will also want those HODs, head of departments, each per office to have the what, this I mean this Wi-Fi extender, so that
Okay.
you see this form of local intranet. It has to supply access to even the furthest block, and then with their computers there, and then they can access the register or the school enrollment by the administration block. The receptionist, the administrator is going to be enrolling new students for each class grade. And then on the far block, we've got HOD and the class teachers on their tablets or laptop. When they check their maths class or English class or whatever class, then the enrollment is updated automatically. Rather than now, they have to go with papers and reprint the register, or add them manually on a paper, something like that. And when they are submitting marks, the most activity that I have seen in any school is the marks, when they are marking and marking the script, submitting it via spreadsheet. That is one activity that has been is very used a lot. So which means, look at a block 800 meters away, then another one 800 meters away or 500 radius. So all these must work normally with a local aerial network, what we call intranet. With
Yes.
it. But now let's come to the extender. Can it work with Wi-Fi extender? But the
That's a good.
25 meters is far if we are talking about 500 meters now. See the 25. What makes it so short? How can we boost it so that it can reach 800 meters
The thing
on a
that make it
wireless?
it is 25 meters because that is the international standard of Wi-Fi boxes. Like I think that's why you see all the routers. So Box Lokole numeric, it is very much as a router, and then it follows the rules of the routers, how they make routers in the world. So they call it 800 8000 standard. So they made it on those standards. I think that is the international communications. They don't want it to be disturbing, interfering to other places like around in town. Um, because most of these routers they work on the frequency 2.5 gigabyte frequency, so they don't want it to be interfering. So I think that's why all the routers in the world, they work on this frequency, and they don't want that. So I think that is just the international rule.
Otherwise, the only option we have now is to what to call lay cables, Ethernet cables to each block.
Yeah, but
But now,
as you said, um, people they use extenders with their routers. If you guys you have used the extenders before and then it has worked, why not we can try that? Because I haven't used an extender yet. Maybe one day I'll buy the extender. I don't know how much it costs, but I can buy one and then try one with um with the Box Local and then see how far it's gonna go. Like if you have used extender before there with a router, we can try that extender and then we can see how far it will go. But probably it's gonna interfere with some other people, maybe. I don't know.
no,
But
remember we are looking at a normal high school with different blocks. I, I, I
okay.
think the best bet is a lane to create a local aerial network using a lane cables UTP and maybe a Cat 5e, the cheapest, or the Cat 6, and then you network the school. We have to
Yes.
network the school so
Uh-huh.
that whoever is at the far end with a computer, he can
Mm.
access it, he can send whatever information. Then the internal communication becomes more effective. I have
Yes.
I have used the Wi-Fi extender
Hmm.
at a home, which was a little bit wider, and the signals were very poor from one
Uh,
side to the other side, which was a what do you call it, a furthest side. The signals were very poor. So the
oh,
cable
okay.
that I pulled apart was close to 40 meters. It
Oh,
was
for
about
you.
40 meters, and then it worked because we tested it. Now it works. We checked the speed, and then it did work. But for
Mm.
a school now, if we model a school, because once we achieve it with one high school, perfect. The most use case is number one to put it in the library for research for students to come and research. And classes they normally rotate, go to the library to do research and the homeworks, whatever. In that library, if it's a big hall, then we can put extenders. If it is more than 25 meters, I think that radius of 25 meters is even enough. So, which means when we go to a school, maybe the first thing is we put it in a library as a research center resource. This one, it will work straight with little complications. Then if the administrator blocks, they need access, then they can pull a cable. And then if other classrooms, HODs, then they have to network the whole school. But normally in countryside areas, in farms, that is a cost they don't have.
So it looks like you have a lot of ideas, and I can see that you are good as a network technician, so you know all that stuff much more even than I do. So that's great. So that means that when you receive Box Lokole, you are going to do a lot of things. We're going to learn a lot from you as well, because you know all those technology of networking things and
Yes.
stuff. And yeah, that's amazing that we are working together. Yes, when you're gonna get local, we'll be just keeping in touch to see what you're trying to do with it. That's very good to see how it's gonna be extended and networked and things like that. That's great. Yeah. So
Awesome.
yeah, that's wonderful. I'm glad that you are good on that, better than I do. So then, as I was saying, um, I was in Wikipedia, and I was trying to type Johannesburg, but maybe I misspelled it. But I typed here South Africa, if you see South Africa, and then if I click South Africa, it gives me 400,000 subject about South Africa. I can see. Yeah, 400,000. If I click, they say outlines of South Africa. If I click that, then it gives me all the flags, and very much like internet, but I am not on the internet. And then if I click here, it's showing me everything. So people can search, and then if we go to Khan Academy that we have there. It's a general general courses. If you click in Khan Academy, for example, you want these are the classes for India. There's a class 5, class 6, class 7, class like grade 9, grade 10, grade 11, grade 12. And if I click on grade 12, and then it gives me, we're talking about math. So it's math. So it's giving me a relationship of function. If I click relationship of function, it gives me introduction to universe function. I click that, and if I go to introduction, then it gives me the lessons. And then if I the video, if I start the video,
let's think about what functions really do, and then we'll think about the idea of an inverse of a function. Let's start with a pretty straightforward function. Let's have f of x is equal to 2x plus 4. And so if I take f of 2 is going to be equal to 2 times 2 plus 4, which is 4 plus 4, which is 8. I could take f of 3, which is 2 times 3 plus 4, which is equal to 10, right? 6 plus 4. So let's think about it in a little bit more of an abstract sense. So there's a set of things that I can input into this function. You might already be familiar with
There
that.
is a question, Mr. Nzola.
yeah.
Input into that
Dylan has
function
a question.
domain.
Go ahead,
Yes,
Dylan.
yes. I have a question regarding the Wikipedia. Um, so how is it possible that you upload the Wikipedia page, and also is it updatable? As in, can one person, let's say from a school, upload some Wikipedia content onto the Box Lokole? Is it possible, or it's more of a programming side?
So uh, you you're saying like if the Wikipedia that we have in the box can be uh, uploaded or downloaded to a student can download it to his device, something like that.
No, no, no. I was saying that, can someone update, or maybe
Um,
there might be information missing uh, on the on the Wikipedia application in the Box Lokole? Can
oh, I
one
see.
update, maybe upload some Wikipedia pages onto there?
Yes, there is a possibility. Let's look at it. We had some other applications that people can update. Let's see. Let's go back to one. Let's see this one, what it says. I'm checking this one. We had some other Wikipedias that people can update online, like they connect to Box Lokole and they can update things. But I don't know this one here. I will check this one because I installed this one yesterday. So I don't know this version if there is a possibility of updating.
Okay, but then can
Yes,
one
you
install?
can see here down here it says where it says Wikipedia is a free online encyclopedia that allows its user to edit almost any article. Wikipedia is the largest and most. Yes, you can edit.
Okay, I think there's a miscommunication. I'm saying that, isn't it the Box Lokole is offline, right?
Yes,
That means the web pages in there, they were installed.
yes.
Yes, I'm saying, can one also install maybe missing web pages that they said, okay, there might not be information regarding biology or physical sciences.
Oh,
Let me take them, and then online on Wikipedia, there are pages which I want my students to access. Like, can a teacher upload Wikipedia pages onto there, or it needs an internet cable to download, and then, like, how does it work that one can upload Wikipedia pages on the Box Local?
yeah, you can upload. For example, if you have an administrator password, like the one, the access I have now, it is like a user access, like any user can access this one. And then the administrator can upload, whoever has the power of the administrator. Let's see. Um, there are two ways that you can upload. Either you go to USB, insert USB. So insert USB stick or external driver. If you have something in a USB stick or external driver, you can plug it into the USB and then you click here. It opens up this and then it tells you where to load things. Um, for instance, in this box here, I had some videos. I don't know if you know, maybe you know Cardano ecosystem. So I had some videos that I found interesting on the internet talking about the Cardano cryptocurrency. So what I did, I went, let's go back. I went to this, I took my external drive. I think I'll show you. This is my external drive. I took my external drive, I plugged it on my computer, my normal computer on internet. I downloaded a couple of 100 videos, maybe 200 videos. I downloaded them into this, and then I plugged them into a Box Lokole. So when you plug this one into Box Lokole, and then on the list here, you have your stuff already into the USB stick or into the driver and the external drive. And then you go here and then you click insert, and then it will show up here, your driver. And you open your driver and then you download everything into locally and they stay in locally. For instance, I downloaded Cardano stuff and then I create into locally, I created a a file called Cardano. That folder here, it's called Cardano. So if I open it, you're gonna see these are all the videos that I downloaded. They are my own thing that I downloaded, but I put it in locally. But everybody can see this. Like everybody, students can open up any video and they can watch and see what is in the video. So these are the things that my own local things that I downloaded. I think the teachers can also do the same thing. And there is also another way of downloading or uploading things from to locally. If you have an administrator password, for example, if you go here, you type in admin, it opens up this page, and the administrator will have a special password. For example, this one, he types in admin. This is a different password from the users. This is only for the administrator or the people who are authorized to change or to do something with the box locally, the function or anything. And then when they type so now we are in the box, and then if you took this box to put local things, that's the place where I showed you on the USB. But if you want to take something from you want to change some of the stuff, like put some more stuff from internet, then there is also here, you click on contents, and you click on get more folders, like you click on zim folders, and then you're gonna see a list of everything. You see this locally, it is also connected with the open source activities in the world. So if you connect to the internet, you're gonna see through this page, you're gonna see everything that is being made around the world. Like you can upgrade Wikipedia on this page here. Let's say here, if you click here, you open and you see, I can show you closer. So here they said, install zim file. So all these files that are the Wikipedia and the other things that we have here, they are on the zip files. So all the zip files, uh, now, like I connect my Box Lokole, I connected it into my router here at home. And because I connect into my router, if I click anything here, for example, you can see astronomy, you can see baseball, you can see anything. There are millions of courses that people can follow. The geography, math, art, linguistic, science, Korean's language, anything, politics, server. So all these are videos that or books that you can click. When you click, you select that. Depends on the capacity that you have in your Box Lokole. Depends on the SD card that you have. If you have a big capacity, you can just download anything here. And these are not coming from me. They're coming from anywhere around the world that people are making things. Like the people who, the creator of Wikipedia's, the creator of the world map, the creator of everything. So Lokole is connected to all those things. Like when you connect to the internet, you have access to anything around the world. Like for instance, the students are looking for something very specific course. You can, of math course or graphics and anything, or geography or history, you can look into this list. This list is made worldwide, and you can check. And when you click it, you download it into Box Lokole. So these are international. And as you said, also, you can make your own local things, and then you plug into USB, as I showed before, and then you can include it into Box Lokole. And if you don't want even to download it into Box Lokole, you can just plug in your own USB, and then people can access it direct from your external drive, which is connected to the Box Lokole.
Concerning security, does it have an antivirus? Because
Yes,
USBs are going to bring in viruses and then they will crash the system there.
yeah, exactly. So that's why there's an administrator um, to control these people. I don't think if somebody brings anything with virus, I think it will affect the Box Lokole. So
Definitely.
the
Which operating
administrator.
system is there? This is 4 gig. It is 500 gigabyte hard drive. What about the operating system? What operating system is there?
It's using what you call Raspbian. Raspbian is made of Debian's Linux Debian.
It's a Debian. Okay,
Yes,
Debian Linux.
Debian.
Debian,
Mm.
Linux. And then what type of Office packages are there? So it comes with LibreOffice.
There's a LibreOffice, but it doesn't come with it, but you can download LibreOffice as well.
It doesn't have it. It doesn't come with any Office packages like PowerPoint or presentation, Impress, whatever.
Yeah, so what happened is like Box Lokole in itself, it is a computer. As a computer, like the software is a computer, the Linux that we have into Raspberry Pi. Let's say that you take Raspberry Pi, Box Lokole numeric, and then you plug in the keyboard on a USB. You plug the keyboard, you plug the monitor. There's a monitor plug also on this box. You plug the monitor, the keyboard, and the mouse. You turn it on. It is a computer. You
Do you
have
have a terminal there for Linux?
what's that?
Terminal for Linux.
Yes, I do.
Can they type commands on a terminal there because it's Linux, not Windows?
Yes.
So
Yes.
how then do they bring in a Windows application onto Debian Linux?
Hmm. So you mean you want to bring a window application into Linux?
Because you see, with Linux, it runs open source stuff like LibreOffice, but Windows applications, Windows games, they won't even play there. Even the player, which
Yeah.
video player, good enough it has a video player there. I think it's a VLC, which is all right. But I'm looking at how will they install, I don't know how, Windows application there.
No, you cannot install it because this is Linux. So you
Linux.
cannot install, yeah, you said Linux. Yeah, you cannot install a window application. So what it is, it comes with, if you use this Box Lokole, which we are not doing, you use it as a computer, then it will come up with all this LibreOffice and everything. It runs very much a Linux. I think you have run a Linux computer. This is a Linux computer.
Yeah,
It's
the Linux.
everything. Yeah, Linux computer. And now we are not running it as a computer at this stage. We are using it as a server. And the server depends on the things that you put inside. And then what we have inside is the list that I have shown you. That's the only thing that we have inside. Like we have Wikipedia, we have all these things. We have Lokole, we have uh, all these things, and you can add more if you go on the list that I showed you as an administrator. If you go into that list, you look at the list, you see things that you like, you want to include into Box Lokole, you can click them. For example, here, like we have somebody put, we put WordPress. In the WordPress, we have, it is like the community. Myself, I don't know how to use WordPress, but the people who know how to use your WordPress, they can use WordPress. So you look the list and then you see things that you like, you put in. But at this time, we're not using it as a computer, but if you decide to use it as a computer, it becomes like a personal computer for one person. It's not a server anymore. And then you have all the stuff that comes with Linux, like the um, LibreOffice and the terminals and everything. So yeah, but we're not using in that case. We're using it as a server where we put things that we want to use. We want the community to use. So that's the difference.
Two more questions. Excellent. Some of these things are fine. The first one is about reinstallation in case that operating system is corrupt. How do we reinstall it? So we'll need the type of Linux to reinstall with its version. That Raspberry Pi Debian distro. You'll
Yeah.
need the one that you are using to install it there. When you send the box, you send us also with that type of a version on a USB.
Uh, yeah. If you need, for example, when you want to reinstall, uh, you just need like you have your computer, your Windows computer, and then you can uh, this applications here is called um, uh, Putty. Some people they call it a party.
Yeah, WTY. That one is for connecting to the server remotely.
Yes, you
Yes.
can use you can use your PuTTY, and then you turn it on your computer, your Windows computer, and then you put in the IP address of the you connect your your Box Lokole, you connect it to on your router at home, with the RG45 cable. You connect it there, and then it will the the route in your home. It will give you an IP address, and then you use that IP address with your PuTTY, and then you connect to the box, and then from there you can access the box through its terminal. That's how you upgrade, you do things, and very technical things. You can do it that way. And then from there
Find
you
out
can,
for us. Find out if there are guys who are doing the operating system for this one. How did you first install the operating system, or it just came like that? But you
no,
assembled it and then you installed the Debian.
yeah, the operating system, it is, you go on, the operating system into the Box Lokole numeric is installed via internet, right? So you go into open source, and then you select the Raspbian or the Debian. So you install the operating system, which is based on Linux Debian. And then after you install, then you go into open source, another open source group that has the local information, like the specific, it's called Internet in a Box. You go there and then you access it, and then you begin to download the system to make, because when you first get the Debians, you first install the Debians, the operating system, into this Box Lokole. It creates a computer, a Linux computer or Linux computer. So it creates a Linux computer. And then from Linux computer, you need to turn it into a server to do things that it is being done right now. So then you go into um, another site of open source, and then from that site you connect to it, and then you type in few scripts, a little few scripts, not very complicated, a few scripts, and then it gives you access into that site, and then it downloads everything to make the Linux computer to become a server, to become the Box Lokole. And all this operation, it is happening through PuTTY.
Yes,
So
we,
yeah,
we,
through
we are
PuTTY.
using that sometimes.
Yes. So all this is happening through PuTTY. And then at this moment, when you're doing all these things, your Box Local is connected to the internet, to your router, because everything is coming from the internet.
Yes,
So that's how.
the next question is sorry, I'm multitasking here. There are some support I'm doing remotely, but I'm
Yes.
listening to you. The next question I have is backup. Does it need backup?
Yeah, you can do backup. You can clone. There is a clone option. When you click clone, it will show you. I can show you clone here. Yeah, you can clone it. as an administrator, you go to the administrator page, and then you click on install contents, and then you click on clone. You see, if you click on clone, it shows you two tabs, and this one is called, like, this is what it is here. It is 400.468 gigabytes of the size of the image that I have in this thing here, in this Box Lokole. And then if you plug in, you want to clone, you have to plug in the external disk into USB of the USB of the Box Lokole. When you plug in, and then you click here, find USB device, and it will write it right here. It will put it on the side here. And then when you click clone, it will clone everything. And it will show you how things are going. Like the statistic bar will show you, like if I was cloning, if I click clone, and then I go to utility, and then I go to display the job status, it will tell you, like, this is the list of the things that I was doing. If it fails, it tells you fails. And like when it's working, it's cloning, it's telling you the percentages that every step that you are doing. So it's going, when it finished, it says succeeded. So yes, you can clone, and then you clone, and then you take you don't have to do anything. After the clone is completed, you can just save it. And then if in case you have a problem with this device, it doesn't work, it's corrupted, you can take that um, special external disk, and then you plug it into the Box Lokole. Actually, what you do, I prefer cloning it on the SD card, because inside there's an SD card that gets all this information. So you clone it in the SD card, and then I can show you how, when it is easy, if anything goes wrong with it's not working or it's corrupted, you can just remove that SD card, which is in inside the local box, and then you put in yours, the new one, and it will have all the information without any problems. So it will work. Uh, all the password, everything will be the same. So there's not a lot of work that you have to do manually. Just clone, it does it automatically. And then when things don't work, you take the other one out, you put the new one, and then it works.
Awesome. I think that way, as long as there is a backup, and there is a backup means that's fine.
In fact, I recommend it, like, as soon as you get it, you better clone it. Maybe you buy a couple of SD card, and you do a couple of clones. It takes about depends on the speed, but it takes about 3 to 5 hours. 3 to 5 hours to clone this one here. For example, your here, it takes 3 to 4 hours to clone all the information.
I'm with you. Anyone with a question there?
No question on my side, sir.
And
No
I
question,
wanted
sir.
to, oh, go ahead, Priscilla.
I was just saying I don't have a question for now.
Yes, and also there's one thing we're working on with some open source engineers. We're working on the system that we can did you see the videos that I showed you about Cardano? I downloaded them into my computer and then put them into the uh, well, I downloaded them into my external drive on my computer, my normal computer, Windows computer, and then I took that external drive, plug it into Box Lokole, and then transfer all the folders, all the videos that I've shown you the list. I transfer them into Box Lokole. So there's a lot of process to do that. So we're trying to simplify the process to make it that anybody with the Box Lokole, I mean the administrator, can connect the Box Lokole direct to the internet and then download YouTube's. For example, people are watching the game or whatever, the soccer game or anything, and then you want people in a rural or anything happening, you can just connect the local into internet where there's an internet. You connect it, and then you take the YouTube URL, you plug it into Lokole, and then you can download directly into Lokole instead of going step by step, go from your computer to external drive to Lokole. So now we're putting the feature that it will be downloading directly into the Box Lokole from anything you want to get from YouTube.
Yes, you can go on. Just assisting some people here remotely, but I'm listening. Any
Yeah.
other question? All right. I think from my side, I'm very happy with this. The use cases are going to differ from school to school. We will first start and experiment with schools where we have got WIMS-Cardano Girls. And then we will target these girls, set up a lab for them, set up content for Cardano games, for Cardano things that will be relevant, and then set up things that will help those girls improve, especially maths is priority. So we will try to what you call download South African maths CAPS curricula for the grades. I'm normally having this year grade 12s.
Okay.
And the grade 12s are the final high school year. Then next year, if they pass, they go to college or university. So we will set up a resource for them with the maths videos they want to revise mathematics. One thing I like with this is it prevents them. If you leave them in a lab with the laptops and they're connected to this Wi-Fi, because there is no internet, you are sure they are not going to go into bad websites
Yeah.
by default. So they will only be limited to the content you have put there. And they will
Yeah.
use that. Then even the type of games, when they are tired, we can put games for them to play in those that are safe. Because normally with internet, then you leave them, then they are on Facebook, then they are on WhatsApp, TikTok, then it's all. But they have that stuff on their phones.
Yes.
So yeah, but in schools, security for learners is a priority. So
Mm.
I think that is
Yes.
where we are going to start. We start with the
Yes.
schools where we have got Cardano Girls, and then we'll buy them T-shirts, caps. Good enough. Priscilla here is the one who is in charge of that, and she's going to do that. What I like
Oh,
again, Priscilla is going to. She is a network specialist. She
oh,
specializes
okay.
in networking in the. She is an IT third year
Oh,
graduate in BAC
okay.
graduate. So, but specialized in IT networking. So, it will give her some sort of more work even in the school to diagnose, set up the network,
Mhm.
the local aerial network, connect all these things. It is a very interesting project for us
Mhm.
that I can tell
Yeah.
you. And then
Mm.
we have to document all the lessons, the
Mm.
learnings that are going to happen. We need to match up to the school standards. There are some schools we have got internet and data and tablets and laptops. So with those ones, we will need to find a special use case for this one, whereby, for example, they
Yes.
use it for Haskell training, coding stuff, because those are the things they don't have. Although
Mm.
they have internet and this, but for
Mm.
us, when we are sponsoring them, we want them, number one, to be Cardano developers. That's why we emphasize specializing in mathematics here.
Okay.
Mathematics, there's a second thing that I want our girls, Priscilla, to do. We must load artificial intelligence tutorials for them, AI. Number two, robotics. So we will
Okay.
load the robotics, online robotic training, although they won't have the devices decide to program the robots, but they will do it online. So robotics, JavaScript, and then mathematics for, let's say, South African matriculants, so
Okay.
that they can revise. And what is the other thing? It will also come from them after looking at this gift, this device, and they play around with it. They will come up with questions and requests to say, how about
Yes.
this? How about this? How about this?
Yes. Mm.
And then from there,
Mm.
I'll be very happy.
Yeah. It is. That's the same thing. Like now, I'm talking with you, and then you're trying to help me out with a question that you're asking, and then I will
Yes,
share these questions with my group also, so that
yes,
we can have a clear answer for you. So
yes,
for us, for me, it is great that I found you guys, because
yes,
you are technical people, and then you're gonna
exactly.
use it and then try different things that we haven't tried. For
Yes,
instance, the one that I have in Kinshasa in the Congo, it is it is just a library. It is a library that I built a small room in my parents' place. I built a small room in Kinshasa, and then I put 10 chairs. I put 10 laptops, no,
mm.
10
Tablets.
Android tablets, and the solar panel, and then one Box Lokole, and then I loaded specifically the Congo DRC program, school program from kindergarten to high school level, and then final exam, state exam of the high school level, like mocking exams. I downloaded them into there. So what the kids they do, they come into the library, they just access. They sit down without, they don't have devices. So they sit down, they use my devices, and they access the course material that we have there to repeat what they've learned at school, and also they look. I put some history about the Congo in that, the videos about the Congo and everything. So that is not technical. They are not technical. They're users, so they're coming to use that. Now I find you guys, you are more technical, so you're gonna use it and try different things, and then we're gonna learn a lot from you, what you'll be doing, so we can collaborate and then see how we can get this project to even perfect itself. So that is
Sure,
really good. Mm.
sure. From our side, I think we are done.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
really are grateful for this. Let's organize another session, and then let me know the shipping cost and some other basic cost, and then I'll send you ADA straight into your ADA wallet,
Yes.
and then that will be very quick. And
Yes.
then
So what I'll do, I will go this week. I
yes,
will try to finish up all the 4 this week, and then go to UPS or any other shipping companies and FedEx or anything. So ask their prices. And then once they give me prices, then I will send them to you. And then you just pay the shipping cost. And then the local box is already paid off by the Cardano project. I'll send 4. Just you pay the shipping, and then they will get to you.
all right.
Mm.
From my side, I'm happy, very happy. Good start.
Yeah, I'm happy too. I'm happy to find you. So
Good.
thank you very much, Bernard, and thank you, Mama Priscilla.
Yeah,
Really appreciate. Yeah.
you're welcome.
Thank you
Mm.
very much, sir, for the presentation.
Okay.
Awesome.
It was
Okay.
very interesting.
Very
Yeah.
interesting, I can tell you. People are going to love this.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Mm.
I'll stop recording.
Yes. And I'll need the link so that I can put it on